Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back to Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. We did break out, so it would have been the ideal point for the game to end. Now I'm kind of hoping, since they cleaned out our inventory, we're going to have a small, short third act that's just kind of a wrap-up of everything. We broke out in the limo, immediately crashed the limo. There's a red roadblock up the street we haven't looked at. So I think that there's a level of things we're going to have to work with. We can see bladder is at the back here.
I can't believe he still has to go.
And it seems like we could maybe sneak in the back of the van. Or walk to the van. Hiding inside the van is possibly a smart move. There's a first aid kit. There's probably something useful in that.
What's this? It's been welded on.
A breakdown triangle. Maybe that's what we need.
I don't like the color.
Why would you have two things and neither one of them have any use? Alright, walk to a driver's cab. So we have a steering wheel, a brake, a clutch, and an ignition, ventilation, ashtray, cigarette
The lighter
lighter.
is missing.
Let's see. We can take the parking brake off. Or we can shift
I can't put it in neutral.
Well, we push the clutch down and then shift it in neutral. Clutch.
Oops! It's starting to roll away.
Is that not exactly what I'm trying to get it to do? There's a cutscene here. So does that get bladder removed? Alright. There's a bridge railing. Let's look at the bridge railing.
I can see the river down there.
Are we supposed to use the rope with the bridge railing? Apparently. So now the rope is down there.
I've attached the rope to the bridge railing.
So,
Now it's dangling directly above the water line.
So maybe we're gonna try and destroy the bridge.
There are more vehicles. Even a police car. I'll have to find another way.
Yeah, I guess we're destroying the bridge. Unless we...
I suspect the bridge is too sturdy for that.
Alright. Now this is weird because it looks like there would be a shortcut. And one assumes that there was nothing else in that car. A lot of stuff animated for a van that's not used. And I guess this is a mature enough game that you can assume that that people would know how to turn a car into neutral, even a manual. That's something, at least when this game came out, is that any teenager or adult would know. Perhaps in a generation or two more, the cars will all be automated, and the idea of clutches and shifting will be forgotten. So this looks like I can maybe swing on the rope. Walk across the river. And no sound effect, no voice or anything. Let's see. And this is getting us into further different locations. Seems like this is...
The lock is rusted tight.
Alright, so we need the antioxidant, the rust remover.
What do you mean? Just knock off the rust?
So we can't go through here until we have the rust remover. And we can't get the rust remover until we have Aloe Man hit by lightning. And this rope seems to swing backwards and forwards. These feel like things that should have been in the earlier part of the game, where we would have had a lot more variety and not had to work within the confines of such a large open world area. What you could have easily done, and they even set themselves up quite well for this, is had the accident be the beginning of the first act, and then have her have amnesia, which she has anyways, and not remember how she escaped from the asylum, and then have her have to go and do her flashback sequence where she's in the asylum and has to escape from her cell. After she had accomplished that, then you would have flashed forward back to this point and had a new ability. Then you would have had her flashback back to the asylum after doing some stuff in this area, and then have to get the master key, then flash forward again. Keep it very split up, so even if you are going back to the asylum 3-4 times, it's not the experience that we had, where we have done the vast majority of the game in the asylum, and it's was rather repetitive and boring.
Hello.
Have you sorted things out?
Let's see.
Can I try again?
So,
sure. Pick a card.
The guy is... Hoti is... smoking, so he would have had to have a lighter. But... I don't see where it would be. Let's click on it.
I think I'm beginning to figure out how the system works.
Come on, pick a card.
So, he blinks once. He blinks once. So let's pick one.
Okay, the first one. Are you sure?
Is he gonna blink more than once? No.
Wrong. Next try.
Yeah, he's just blinking once. Yeah, it seems like that's just an animated thing. Is his foot tapping? Is his finger moving?
So, the last one. Totally convinced? Wrong. Next try.
Yeah, I don't think that you can
Enough
solve
with
this.
Game. Gotta run.
Don't let the door
This
hit
is
you on your way
another
out.
example of a game that really should have been a game and not just
Dark and
a
unfathomable.
point and click experience where you have to learn how to be psychic to solve it. The car door.
Childproofing still seems to work.
Let's see. Would there be something we could do with the car door?
Finish it off! Yippee!
Something that would be useful and isn't just rampant violence. Alright, well then I guess we're at the point where we're gonna just start using Harvey on things.
Do you see that door over there, Harvey? That's where we must have been ejected.
Must have been one heck of a stunt! With extensive special effects and glorious pyrotechnics!
And see, this is the problem with, like, trying to use Harvey to find a tempo
Look
morph.
where we wound up, Harvey.
It's wet! It's muddy!
We're gonna get
It's
a
way
lot of
better than the asylum.
dialogue. I guess it is also worth mentioning that there's probably hundreds of lines, if not thousands of lines, Harvey could have been saying that I haven't been using him very much.
Recollection of the crash, Harvey?
So
I remember a dazzling light and a deafening crunch. The stench of smoke and sulfur was in the air.
Definitely feels like a
guy with horns.
Great. I'm involved in an accident here, and you had the nerve to go to an Alice Cooper concert?
Yeah, he's totally underused as a character because he should just be saying stuff automatically whenever I look at anything. He should be throwing in his 2 cents always, instead of being a hint character that's not even really a hint character. Right. We'll see. Use Harvey on the asylum.
We finally made it out, Harvey.
At last, we can make our dream of an ice cream parlor come true.
But we'll go and prove my father innocent first.
That too.
These look like mile markers. And I'm kind of assuming that things aren't changing as I walk to different areas.
Look, Harvey. The moon.
Ow! Ow!
Let's see. Use Harvey with the bank.
Why do you make it this bench, Harvey?
It's
That's
just
something for old
mislabeled.
people, pigeons,
Mistranslated.
and skaters.
So yeah, it's labeled
Nice
a bank.
place.
It's a bench. Use.
No time to rest.
So really, the only person we can even talk to is
Hello,
Alan
dog.
Man.
Did you overcome your little accident?
Nicka wooka bicka bucka dicka daka pang.
Nice. What exactly are you doing?
When we had this accident, and I was thrown through the air, that's when I had a vision.
Shoes that grow with your feet.
Nonsense. I know how I can be turned into a being of pure energy now.
We all prayed for that.
I need to be struck by lightning.
It doesn't look like there's going to be a thunderstorm today.
Don't bother me with trivialities. After I've been converted into a being of pure energy, I can make thunderstorms happen whenever I want.
Good luck. I'll go now.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I can't promise that.
So yeah, we've got kind of nothing here. We could try the master key with him.
Look, Alu. This is the magnificent master key.
I see.
He's just gonna respond, "I see," and
Nothing really.
which makes
In
it
that
seem
case,
like that's not the solution.
Hey, Alu, old pirate.
hello, Harvey. Do you take good care of Edna?
Course I do, Gramps.
Wait a second. Does that mean you actually understand what he's saying?
Well, not always. Only when he's making sense.
Too bad. That would have been a hoot.
So just trying Harvey with everything.
Look, Harvey, an antioxidant.
Yippee! We definitely need that. Then we'll find ourselves a barbecue and bam, boom, wacko, smacko!
It's
Hamburgers for everyone tonight.
really
Come on,
bad
Harvey.
translating.
Antioxidant is used to
In the
prevent
subtitles, they've
I
used the
see.
phrase
We'll have to
antioxidant
eat the
and
beef
rust
raw then.
remover. They should have stuck with rust remover. That's just in case there's enough people out there that wouldn't
rusting. Look,
know
Harvey, the
what
moon.
antioxidant means. Which, honestly, I wouldn't 100% know that it meant that, because even if I did remember at the moment while playing the game that it prevents rust, I don't think it removes rust. which are two very different things. A sealant prevents rust. Is there just nothing else here?
There are more vehicles. Even a
Again,
police
she'll
car.
walk
I'll have to
halfway
find another way.
to that direction, but she won't go any further. Bridge railing. Is there just like a pixel item? It feels like we're just in a catch-22. I can't get past the gate because I can't get the rust remover. I can't get the rust remover because I can't get a loom man to be hit by lightning. There's kind of nothing in our inventory that would make sense or help that happen.
The scissors will lose their teeth on that.
Let's see. Yeah, unless there's just a pixel thing. We could look at the car door.
The childproofing still seems to work.
There's Riverside and Riverside. Seems like just Edge just goes to the Riverside. The bank is this way. Limousine car wreck. You could look at the car wreck, I guess. Maybe I didn't look at it.
This will never again win a classic car show.
Oh, hello.
Have you sorted things out?
Let's watch him
Can I try
and see if we
again?
can,
Sure.
if he
Pick a
gives
card.
some hint. One blink, 3 fingers, cigarette. So we'll just pick one.
Okay, the first one. Are you sure?
Now he's looking all around in his eyes.
The second from the left. Are you certain?
Now his eyes are looking straight forward.
The third card. Positive?
Now he's looking straight forward.
So, the last one. Totally convinced?
Now he's looking straight forward.
Okay, the first one. Are you sure?
His eyes do start spinning around. Okay. I think I've got this.
Right. Second round.
So there is just a case of cheating here
Okay,
by
the first
having
one.
looking
Are
at
you
what
sure?
he's looking at. Let's see.
The second from the left. Are you certain? The third card. Positive?
Yes, so it is the third card. Without
Right.
figuring it
Third
out
round.
that it's the brother's eyes that are giving you the hints, I don't see how you'd ever get this just on blind luck. That's 1 in 5 to the power of 3, so it would be 1 in 125 chance at minimum.
Okay.
I probably
the first
calculated
one.
that wrong.
Are you sure? The second from the left. Are you certain?
I don't even think there's a
The third
reward
card.
for doing this, but
Positive.
clearly we have to do it.
So, the last one. Totally convinced?
So it is the last one.
Right again. You've made it.
Ouch! The auto body gave me an electric shock.
That's crazy. The same thing happened to me when I won the last time.
Is there anything else?
Let's see.
I'll be going then.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
So the auto body shocks you when you do it right. Use the pot with a car wreck.
An oil change won't help now.
Use the polo mount with a car wreck.
This is like spitting in the sea.
Is there, like, there's nothing... There's nothing here that would be charged. So, unless something has now happened where I can talk to Alaman and get a different experience.
Hello, old dog. Good luck. I'll go now.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I can't promise that.
Let's see. Pick up Alaman.
Ouch! What was that?
Lightning! You've been struck by lightning!
Really?
So that's what I had to
It
do,
didn't
is
feel
use
like
the
anything
pickup
I
verb,
expected. It was so unspectacular.
which is
Anyway,
ridiculous.
You're a creature of energy now.
Yes.
Arguably,
yes.
he was a creature of
That seems to
energy
be the
before.
case.
So
Just
why
not
do you
pure
start
energy.
acting like one? Wooga!
Wooga?
Wooga!
Wooga!
So I just needed to shock him. That's all I needed to really do.
Now that you are a being of pure energy, I guess you won't be needing this anymore.
Wooga!
We'll just quickly see if this works
The
with
left
the moon.
side could use a little polish.
Or we could see this with this.
Not necessary. Those are pot holders for non-stick pots.
This kind of feels like a bit of a simplified afterthought, which again would make a great argument that this section should have been much earlier in the game. Let's see. I don't know if we're gonna get into one more scene or maybe 3 more
Let's
scenes.
see how good this stuff really is.
Maybe a dozen more scenes. Alright, now let's see if we can use the gate. Is this gonna just coincidentally walk into my house? I guess not. It's a cemetery and a grave. So we might tempomorph here.
This is the last resting place for Henry Miller. He won the Monterey Bench Trophy every year.
So
This is the last resting place. He won.
apparently both of those are the same grave. Let's look at this next grave.
Last resting place of Mattis Conrad. This is my father's grave, Harvey. So it really is true. He is dead after all. What can I do, Harvey? Where shall I go?
Calm down, Edna. Let's just stick to our plan. We'll make our way home. Then we'll look for compromising evidence against Dr. Marcel. We'll be okay. I'm sure of it.
And look at this grave.
Deirdre. Figure skating until late spring.
Maybe I didn't look at this grave.
This is the last resting. He won.
That's Henry Miller, and that's Henry Miller. Yeah, unless we were gonna use Harvey on the grave.
Can you remember my father, Harvey?
Mattis was a pretty laid-back guy. He may have lacked a little backbone, but he was definitely no killer.
So, you want kind of that. This is the Daedalic ending style to have disappointing, sad German endings. They've said specifically Germans are physically incapable of telling a happy ending. But
John Henry
it
Suckinson,
also
vacuum cleaner salesman.
makes a lot of sense that you wouldn't if you're going to have Edna as a continued character and make sequels, which honestly they didn't do for the other game they made that I've still yet to remember the name of, where you play as a psychic little girl in a storybook world. They've yet to make any sequel to that, and they just kind of left it hanging. But if you were to make a sequel to this, and this game does have a sequel, it doesn't make sense that
old house behind this gate.
It really wouldn't make any sense to have the father
locked.
be proven to still be alive and everything else make perfect sense. Would the master key really work with the church door?
Read not.
And
I can't open the lock.
alright, so we're going in the church, and that might be where this ends, frankly. Like, we may get a cutscene once we trigger some things, or we might make it to the house. There's an altar, there's a cross, there's a pulpit, there's a door, there's a back section. So
This is something like a ham radio for theologists.
it's an interesting way to put it.
The company logo.
So if these are the Edna statements, what are the Harvey
Are you
statements?
religious, Harvey?
I believe that Elvis is still alive. Does that count?
Let's see. Will we get the same response on the
Are
cross?
you religious, Harvey?
I
Yes.
believe that Elvis is. Does that count?
So we'll skip that.
A forerunner of TV.
So door and back. Let's go to the back first. We have a door, and it looks like we can go up the stairs. And seeing the stained glass, you'd almost wonder if there's going to be a stained glass puzzle, but knowing this game, that's highly unlikely. We've not been given any kind of puzzle.
Additional
anything.
seating for holidays.
Alright. Is there a chair leg I can break off? Would I even need to break off a chair leg?
I don't think this is how you play musical chairs.
There's a hatch on this pipe organ, which that makes very little sense. And there's a tape deck.
It isn't a Walkman.
So
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Elevator music. Better press stop.
So seems like we could play the organ to shoot something up the organ pipes. I'm not really sure what the point of all of that is, though.
I can see the alpha, but where is the omega?
Let's see. Violence might be the answer. Okay. Again, I'm not sure if that...
They don't cut glass.
I'm not sure if that was useful or not.
Why? It's cold. I've got one already.
So, no, we don't. Use. Where
I
is
am
it?
not God's window cleaner. Why?
Alright. So up the ladder we go some more. And it looks like we may have just broken the window for no reason.
Made in Motown. Tuned to J minor 7.
So are we going to use the polo mallet with the bell? Okay, we rang the bell, nothing happened.
That is no moon.
We can see the moon from several different perspectives. Let's walk back down. Walk back down. Would there be any item that would make sense? Pot holders in hatch.
Let someone else clean the pipes. Who knows where previous organ cleaners have been?
Use the organ, I guess. Or walk to the organ. So there's a switch. The subtitles seem to be telling you what letters are being played. Sort of. So apparently there's going to be a actual puzzle here where we're actually going to have to play some music. Maybe we'll tempo morph into that. But it has been another 30 minutes. Yeah, still doesn't... None of these achievements seem any closer to making sense. Yeah. And yeah, I certainly still have that feeling that there's possibly only 30 more minutes to this game. But in all honesty, it might be another 2 hours. Just depends on how much gets stretched out and how complicated the puzzles are. I haven't had to jump back to the walkthrough in quite a while, which is good news. So hopefully we can avoid having to cheat till the end of the series, or well, up to the end of the series. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game off my wish list. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.